Hi everybody, welcome to Abacus EDU. We've got Scott here and he's going to teach us how to taste wine today. Scott, tell us about yourself.
Hey, my name is Scott. I'm a wine director at a local restaurant here in Savannah, Georgia, and I'm a huge wine enthusiast and total cork dork.
Great. What are we going to be tasting today?
Today we're going to be tasting 3 different wines. We're going to taste 1 white wine and 2 red wines. We're going to start with the white wine because that's the nice way to taste wine. Certainly don't want to overwhelm your palate by tasting a really punchy, deep red wine. So we're going to start with a Malvasia, which is a classic Italian wine. Nice, light, white wine, big, bold fruit flavors, and really beautiful floral notes as well. So, perfect. Here we are for you. Now, Malvasia originally is from Greece, but it's most predominantly planted in Italy nowadays. We poured it into this glass specifically because white wines in general have nice floral notes to them and a lot of fruit. They don't need a lot of access to air, which larger glasses provide. So the best way to taste wine in general is to start, pick up the glass here, and give it a swirl. Let some oxygen get access to the wine. From there, you're going to start by smelling it. Most taste is actually affected by your smells, your olfactory senses there. So we'll dig our nose right at the top there and see what we think. See if you can smell a predominant flavor. In general, you're looking for fruit flavors, earth flavors, and wood-associated flavors with wine. So the acronym FEW. So give it another smell, see what I think. Another little swirl, make sure all those flavors kind of jump out of the bowl at me. I'm going to say I get predominantly floral flavors here. I'm getting a nice kind of rose, a beautiful honeysuckle, these kind of notes to it. From there, that's where you actually do the fun part. You get to taste this thing. I'm gargling the wine. That's because I am. I'm actually forcing the wine all across the parts of my mouth so that the wine touches each different sections, all of my taste buds, so it gives me a full profile of the wine. So there, I'm going to agree with my original assessment that this is a beautiful floral wine. I'm getting those nice notes there, and then a hint of fruit and residual sugar, which is classic with the Malvasia grape, so it makes a ton of sense.
All right, Scott, so what's the second wine we're going to be trying today?
We're going to be trying a Pinot Nero from Italy. That might be more familiar to most of you as Pinot Noir. It's just what the grape is known in Italy. So this is a Pinot Noir grape. It's known as the softest, most expressive, and probably the hardest grape to grow in the world, which is part of the reason that it usually fetches some sky-high prices. So we're pouring this into a larger glass here called a bowl, specifically because Pinot Noir is such a light varietal. So it really gives off more subtle hues, subtle fruit and floral notes. So giving it more access to oxygen with a larger bowl really brings out those flavors for you. So again, we'll repeat, we'll give this guy a big swirl. Let this open up, show its flavors to us, and then do it again. Dig our nose in. That's Pinot Noir. Beautiful light color, really, really nice light fruits, more of a raspberry, cranberry, strawberry, pomegranate, these really beautiful subtle flavors. And then you get nice hints of earth and leather, are really classic with Pinot Noir as well. So now I'll give it a taste. Bright, crisp acidity is often associated with Pinot Noir. This completely shows that it's a beautiful food wine. Pinot Noirs are classically paired with salmon and things like that. Things with a larger fat content because the higher acidity in the wine cuts through and is a beautiful food pairing. So yeah, Pinot Noir then.
All right, so the last wine, what are we tasting?
Awesome, we're going to be tasting one of the most famed wines in the world actually. This is a Chianti from Italy. Italy is, of course, a really famous wine-producing region. There are more than 2,000 indigenous varietals in Italy alone, which is crazy and fun. Chianti is from Tuscany, and it's actually a red blend. It's a blend of a few different grapes, but most famously, Sangiovese. Fun fact, Sangiovese, the grape of Chianti, actually comes from the ancient term sanguinus Jovis, which translates today to blood of Jove. The story, whether it's true or not, is that when Jove was fighting a titan thousands and thousands of years ago, he was injured and a drop of his blood fell to Italy and struck the soil. And from that exact spot, the wines of Sangiovese and the grapes grew. And they're this nice deep black color because it's technically the blood of Jove. Chianti has to be at least 75% Sangiovese, and then other grapes can be blended in to make a beautiful, full wine. This wine is in a larger glass here, as you can see, because it is a bolder wine. We'd like to say medium or full-bodied in general, which means that it has a lot of flavor going on. It doesn't need too much help or exposure to air. So here we have this nice large glass. So again, give this guy a nice long swirl because he's gonna have some punch, some nice acidity, some bold tannins. Tannin and tannic acid is a word that you'll hear a lot used in the wine world. Realistically, it's just a magical part of wine. It happens with the fermentation process, and it creates a drying feeling on your tongue, kind of that fuzzy feeling on your teeth. If you get that from drinking wine, there's a nice tannic presence in the wine. So give this guy a swirl, see what we smell in this wine. It's Chianti. It's got classic flavors of tomato and clay pot, some nice raspberry if you're searching for fruit. So to me, this smells like Italy. I can immediately associate this, and that's what I'm getting out of the glass. Let's see if my palate agrees. Solid gargle, and yeah, that's a beautiful, wonderful wine. It's got a lot of flavor to it. Those deep, earthy notes, and some beautiful fruit as well. So yeah, Chianti Classico, one of the greatest wines in the world. It's a happy, happy thing.
Cheers! You try yours first.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Does it smell like
It's like,
this,
yeah, it smells good. I'm gonna try it.
What do you think?
It tastes dry, really.
Yeah. Alright, mine.
That's right. Yours.
It smells like wine. Yeah, kind of a little bit strawberry. Oh, that's
That's
nice.
good.
Alright, let's try a white for a change. It kind of smells like flowers. That's nice. That's good. Real fresh. Okay.
Thank you, Scott, for coming in today to teach us about how to taste wine. And thank you all for watching. This has been an Abacus EDU event. And stay tuned and follow us on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram for the next events. Bye.